Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the CFCBlues podcast. I am your host, George Allen.
And I'm your host, Tuchels, and today we'll be reviewing the Chelsea vs Burnley game.
Indeed, we will. Short and sweet from Yusuf today. So, obviously, with the new appointment of Thomas Tuchel and his first game coming so super early, he was only at the club, a day? Not even that. And then his first game came, and his second game was about a few days after, nearly a week after. So we're here doing a review of that game, which was against Burnley. But first off, Yusuf, mate, how are you doing?
I'm right, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing quite well myself. Thank you very much. Would you like to get a small plug out there for something you've been working on today?
Oh yeah, I've been working on my own channel. It's called the official Y1B. I'll put it in the when I do videos.
Yusuf? Hello? Your mic cut out there, mate. Would you like to repeat that?
Oh yeah. Alright. Hold on. Let me just check something. Yep, it's fine now. Alright. So I'm starting a new channel. It's called the official Y1B. I'm gonna be doing some gaming videos and some football videos. Obviously, once the lockdown ends, then obviously I can film the football videos. So yeah.
Indeed. Obviously, over the years, I've had my personal channel, which I uploaded a lot of rubbish onto, which I'm no longer going to use. It's out there. It's basically a museum at this point. So I might try and start another one up. Maybe Yusuf will let me appear on his every now and again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Welcome, mate. Don't worry.
But yeah, we've got a game to review, mate. We've got a game to review. So would you like to let everyone know the scoreline and what happened in the game?
Yep. So the scoreline was 2-0 Chelsea.
Before you continue, sorry, I would just like to say, finally.
Yeah, finally. We won the game finally.
Carry on.
In the league anyway. In the league, because we obviously won against Luton in the FA Cup. But anyway, yeah. In the game, we pretty much dominated possession. We dominated shots on target, touches, passes. Well, Burnley had more clearances and tackles because they were defending more. But yeah, pretty much we battered them.
Yeah, I can't say I would say anything different about what you just mentioned there. The stats are heavily in our favour, heavily in our favour. Which brings us to the stats. Possession, we had overall about 71% to Burnley's 28%. No, 29%. Sorry. We had 19 shots in the game. Burnley only had 1. We had 8 shots on target, and Burnley didn't have any on target. My question is, what happened to the Burnley that played Liverpool?
I have no idea. They just disappeared. I mean, to be fair, Liverpool they were awful. Like they didn't look like that. Basically, they couldn't score at all. Liverpool.
So, are you trying to say that they didn't look like the Liverpool that we know?
Yeah, of old. Yeah, they were horrible. They were terrible. But now, obviously, yesterday they beat West Ham 3-1. So I think, and Tottenham 3-1. So I think they're back now. So yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. Yeah, you never know. But
yeah, definitely. Would you like to read out the other stats like the passes and all that?
Yep. Passes we had 723 to Burnley's 287. Touches we had 890 and they had 445. So yeah, we dominated basically. Corners we had 4, they had 2. The offsides it was even, so we had 2 and they had 2. And yellow cards we had none and they had 1.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like every review we've done, we've always mentioned that we've dominated the game. Every single review we've done, which is this
Yeah.
is the third. No, this is the fourth. Sorry, I forgot about the Luton one. This is the fourth. So we did Leicester, which was our first ever episode. Then we did Luton, which
Yeah.
I did with my dad. Then we did Wolves with Maxime, if you remember. And now we're doing this one. So in
Yeah.
every review we've actually done on this channel, we've dominated the stats. But this is the first time in a league game where we've actually come out and won the game. So this is actually our first episode where we're reviewing a league win. What do you think about that?
Yeah, finally. It was about time.
We finally get to praise our players for once.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to actually. Who were your standout stars? Who do you think could have performed better? Was there anyone that could have performed better? Go for it, mate.
Well, first of all, my standout star was obviously was the man of the match, Callum Hudson-Odoi. He was very good. He hit the post, I think, twice. Actually, no, once. Sorry, because the other one, Pope saved it, but it looked like he hit the post. But yeah, I think the player that could have done a bit better was Werner. Like, he made the runs, and like his movement was good. But I remember the first half, the ball went straight towards him, and he scuffed the shot. He hit both his legs. So I think maybe he could have scored that, but we can't have everything. Overall, it was a good game. Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Hudson-Odoi was outstanding. He was very unlucky not to get a goal where his shot got deflected onto the post, and then another one saved by Pope, which was actually a really good save.
Very good save.
I'd have to say again, I'd agree with you. Werner was good. I thought he was better than he has been. He's managing to get his shots on target now, which is an improvement. And obviously he missed one, which was a little bit behind him, but we won't talk about that since it wasn't that big of a chance. And yeah, Hudson-Odoi, what a player he's turning out to be. One of the world's stars. One of the world's stars in terms of youngsters. Probably one of the best youngsters in the world at the moment. So for me, I think Thiago Silva was solid. Obviously, Burnley had no Ashley Barnes in the squad. He was injured. And they actually managed to cope pretty well without him, other than not having a single shot on target and only one shot in the game. I thought they coped pretty well without him. They got him behind a lot of times through Matej Vydra, who was literally feeding off the second balls from Chris Wood, who was winning every header against Rudiger. But you can see why. Rudiger's only like 6'2", around our height, and Chris Wood's about 6'4", 6'5". So, and then Thiago Silva was pretty. I wouldn't say man marking, but he was touch tight with Matej Vydra. So, who's very quick, solid player Vydra is. So you could see what kind of style they were going for, more direct, whilst also being trying to get him behind at the same time. Which is understandable. They were playing the long balls all game, and I feel like we dealt with them really well. Azpilicueta playing at centre back again. There was another back five, and a strange start for Alonso. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I think that played very well, to be honest. Obviously, because I feel Lampard used to play him at left back, which is not really his best position. But I think left wing back, where he played under Conte, he was very good under Conte. He scored a couple of goals as well. So yeah, I think whenever we're playing four at the back, I'll play Chilwell there, and then I'll play Alonso there at left wing back.
Yeah, so I'll just repeat what you just said because you did cut out a bit, but I did catch it. Yusuf said when we play four at the back, we play Chilwell at left back, and when we play five at the back, we'll play Alonso at left wing back. Because obviously last season Alonso wasn't coping very well at left back, and this from Tuchel's first game against Wolves, Chilwell wasn't coping very well at left wing back. So maybe Tuchel might just be the end of Chilwell, but I highly doubt that. Who else was on the pitch?
I don't think he's.
Go on.
I don't think Chilwell's his game time is over. But I think as I said before, when they're playing a five at the back, then he's not going to play very often for me. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So who else was on the pitch? I said my score prediction was a 1-0, and it didn't happen. We scored an extra goal, and I actually had Ziyech to score, who wasn't even in the squad due to playing match fatigue, I think it was that they called it. And you actually got the score right again.
Yeah.
So it's actually currently 2-0 to Yusuf in the score score predictions. So fair play to you, mate. You smashed it 2 of the weeks we've done these.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm doing it, but
Hey, keep them coming. As long as you're saying that we're winning, we're gonna win.
yeah.
So also, might I mention Mendy, Benjamin Mendy, didn't have to make a single save in the game.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that?
Yep.
Which is
he wasn't tested at all. Basically, he just stood there.
And meanwhile, on the other side of the pitch, Nick Pope was pulling out all the stops.
Yep.
But now we come to a point which we do every review that we've done. We started off with the grading A, B, C, which not many of you fancied. And last time out we did 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being pretty much didn't turn up. So Yusuf, take it away. Benjamin Mendy, we'll go through the squad, we'll go through it slowly and depict each detail that we can. Benjamin Mendy, what would you give him?
I would give him a 6 because he wasn't really tested enough, so that for me to give him a rank, I guess. But a 6, yeah, average.
Yeah, it wasn't tested at all.
Yeah.
It would be a bit harsh to rate him lowly for that when he's kept the clean sheet, but it would be kind of biased if we give him like an 8 or a 9 for that, because he the only time he used his hands was when he caught a cross into the box, or he caught or picked up a ball that was headed back to him. So his hands were probably quite cold after that. We'll go for the back three now. Aspilicueta, I'll do this one. I think Dave had a really, really good game. I'm going to give him a 7.5. I thought captain's goal contribution. So for that reason, I'm going to give him a 7.5.
Yep, that's fair enough.
Next.
Rudiger. Actually, I'll give him a. I mean, the three of our defenders were very good in my opinion. Rudiger, I'll give him same as Mendy a 6.
Yeah, can't disagree with that. He didn't do much in the game.
Yeah.
But what he did do in the game, he didn't do it wrong. He kept a clean sheet again, so yeah, can't really rate him too high, can't really rate him too low. So an average 6 rating for Rudiger. What did you think about Thiago Silva?
I think he was better than Rudiger because I remember he was always clearing the ball, he was always marking, he was always tackling. I'll give him an 8. I think he's a little bit better than Rudiger.
A little bit better than 8. It's a really good score, and I agree with you there. An 8 for Thiago Silva. And there's not much else to say. He was heading the ball really well. He was getting some really good passes going. And he was proving why age is not... He's so far this season, he's proving why age is just a number.
Yeah.
What is he? 36 years old, and he's absolutely smashing it at the moment. It feels like he's 25, 26, like he's 10 years younger with his performances. So that brings us to our next player. We'll go to the right. Callum Hudson-Odoi.
I think he was very good yesterday. He made runs. He got he got back and tackled the ball. Yeah, obviously he hit the post before, and he got an assist. So I'm gonna give him an 8. Actually, no, an 8.5 actually. Yeah.
8.5 is a solid score. If you're getting an 8.5, you know you're doing something right. Yeah, can't disagree with you there. He was undoubtedly best player on the pitch. Isn't that 2 games in a row, man of the match?
I think the Wolves one. I think it was Silva, but I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll have to look at that. But yeah, definitely 8.5 is the right score to give him. On the opposite side, on the left, I'll do Alonso. Left wing back, his first game in 3 months, and it was a start. Actually, he played against Morecambe, I believe. But his first league game in 3 months. And I'm going to give him a 7. He got the goal. He didn't do much wrong in the game. Didn't give the ball away. So a 7 is a solid score, don't you think?
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to mention about the defence, or do you want to move on?
Nah. Not really.
Yep, that's fine. I'll let you introduce the next few players, and I'll let you rate them. Go for it, mate.
For the midfield, it was Kovacic and Jorginho. I think Kovacic had a very good game as well. I think the first half was very good. I remember there was a clip on him. There was a clip of him. I think he done a very good skill move. I think.
Oh yes, it was sort of the ball was in the air, and he sort of chopped it as it hit the floor, and it went straight to Thiago Silva, I think.
Yeah, that was very good. I saw that.
So what rating would you give him?
Rating, I'll give him an 8 as well. I'll give him an 8.
A solid 8 score is really good again. He didn't do much wrong. He kind of probably was our best midfielder of the day, if you think about it.
Yeah.
As Jorginho didn't do much wrong either, so Kovacic 8. I'm gonna give Jorginho a 7. He defended when he needed to. He got back when he needed to. He made some really good passes out wide. Actually, something else about Kovacic is he loves to ping the ball across to Callum Hudson-Odoi when he's in space. Absolutely loves it, I say. So, 8 for Kovacic and a 7 for Jorginho. Who's up next? Tammy Abraham.
I think it was poor in the first half. I think it was so poor he got substituted for. I think it was Pulisic. I think after half time.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I think his touches were poor. His movement was poor. Yeah, so I'll give him a 4.
Yep. Timo Werner, I'm gonna say a 6.5. I feel like he played really well, better than he has been. So a 6.5 is a fair rating. Have I missed anyone? Mason Mount. He started, didn't he?
Yeah, Mason Mount.
What would you give Mount? I'll let you do the last one.
I mean, in the first half, he had a couple of shots which went over the goal.
Are you sure they didn't land on your balcony, mate?
The rating, I'll give him a 6. I won't rate him too harshly because he was overall he was good overall.
Yeah, he was okay overall. About an average score, I'd say. But undoubtedly been one of our better players this season. Probably our best player so far this season.
Yep.
And yet people say he's overrated, which I don't personally see. I think he's rated quite fairly. I wouldn't say he's underrated. I'd say he's rated quite fairly. So yeah, we've finally been able to do a review on a Chelsea win in the league. It's been fun, hasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, very fun.
We could finally talk well about our players. Well, we could talk about against Wolves, but it is it's good to have a win under the belt for the podcast. The first win of the podcast in the league. Get in there. We've got one. We've done 3 league games. We've lost 1, drawn 1, and won 1. So we're on the up and up.
Yeah. Hopefully we can win against Tottenham.
Yeah. Which I might mention is could be our first video episode.
Yep.
Would you like to explain a bit about that before we sign off?
Basically, in the video episodes, we're gonna it's basically the same as this, just that
you get to
also,
see our ugly faces.
Yeah. Also, so in the future we might do some live streams if we can get to.
If we can get it to work.
Yeah.
Obviously, doing live streams is a lot of work. You have to, in some cases, I know a lot of football streams of fans and stuff use StreamYard, and in our case, since we're young men, as people call us now, we haven't got jobs. We're not earning money, and StreamYard is $18.99 a month. So we won't be using that just yet. But what we will be using is probably OBS for now, if I can get that to work as well. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas on how we can do this, please let us know in the comments. Also, there could be a few collaborations coming up, couldn't there, Yusuf?
Yep. We've got some planned for March, or around March anyway.
Yeah, around the start of March. It gives us around a month to settle in, do what we can. And they're not just going to be Chelsea-based podcasts. They're just going to be football podcasts, which I think a few of them are video podcasts too. So that'll be good. Just a quick reminder: go and subscribe to Yusuf's channel. There will be a link in the description. I'm sure he'll put that in there at some point. So yeah, Yusuf, thank you for being here as always. You've been an amazing co-host so far. It's been brilliant so far.
Thank you.
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, which will also be in the description. And is there anything else you'd like to mention, Yusuf?
No, that's it, I guess.
Then yeah, you can sign us off.
Right. So thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.
See you later.